part 2 of the time I found out my best friend, who happened to be my ex, was dating my cousin. So in part 1, we left off at him telling me Raven don't want to be posted no more. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense, because that does get draining. Like, if you're a girl and you date like men that be into crap, you understand, like, every time you throw up a picture of him, or you brag on him, or you post him, or he posts you, then here come the girlies beating down your DM, just doing the most. So I get it. I'm like, that do get draining. Yeah, I respect that. I get that. I didn't think nothing of it. So again, this is the day before Valentine's Day. It is now Valentine's Day. I am Valentine-less. My friends are my Valentine's this year. They got me flowers. They got me candies. They got me all the stuff. Buster even bought me like a little teddy bear or something to be like, yeah, you're single, here, take that. You know, just on some friendly stuff. Never, it was nothing like extra. It was just like, here, take that. That's for you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now, me, I'm not a hater. I love Valentine's Day. Single or not, I love Valentine's Day. So I'm watching everybody's stories. I'm happy. I'm like, oh my God, love is in the air. I love it. My co-workers got gifts coming in. They got big balloons and goodies and gifts and stuff. I'm like, yes, this is cute. I love this. I love love. So I'm like, yeah. I'm watching everybody's story. Jim done threw up a little shorty. He done threw up a girl. I'm like, oh snap, Jim really moved on. Sally really moved on. So I hit up Sally the snake, and I'm like, hey, how you feeling? I see Jim posted his new boo. She like, I don't care. I'm like, all right, girl, I'm proud of you. I'm like, you and Bae going out? She like, yeah, we're going in Philippe's. Okay, I don't think nothing of it. Now, one thing about me, guys, sometimes I can be a little zingy. Like, it'll take me a minute to catch on to something. If y'all remember in part 1, Buster told me he was taking Raven to Philippe's. And now here goes Sally telling me that she's going to Philippe's with her new man, who I don't even know. So I'm like, okay. But again, this is not no regular little hole in the wall restaurant. It's a big restaurant. So it's not like, it's not weird, but it's weird. If you get what I'm saying. Like, it's not outlandish for them to both be going there. But it is a little weird. So I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. All right. I don't think nothing of it. I continue on my day. I'm still watching everybody's story. I'm still glad. I'm still basking in love and loving everybody's love. I'm still happy Susie. Stephanie is happy. So now it's Valentine's Day, like evening-ish. I'm getting off work. I'm walking home from work. Hang on. So yeah, I'm walking home from work. I'm not thinking nothing of nothing. I'm watching everybody's stories. Sally throws up a story. So the first thing she throws up is a decorated hotel room. Again, I don't think about it because it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. Everybody's getting a decorated hotel room. Everybody's getting all the glitz and the glamour. So I don't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay. I comment, I write her. I'm like, yeah, Sally, yeah. Gassing it. Now, Buster don't post nothing at this point. So now Sally throws up another story. I know where Buster works. So before I went to work that morning, I stopped at Buster's job. Buster had on a babe shirt. A white babe shirt. That's how I got the teddy bear. I stopped at Buster's job. I told him, like, do a bake for my girl. This, that, and the third. And then that's when he was like, oh, I got you something. Gave me the teddy bear. It was like, go on about your business. So I'm like, okay. Sally posted a picture. Her date has on the same white babe shirt. Now this is a lot of coincidences, even for me. Now I do believe there can be coincidences, but this is a lot. Y'all both having to be at Philippe's, decorated hotel rooms, white babe shirt. So now I hit up my best friend. I'm gonna just call her name. I hit up my best friend Rashida. I say, best friend. She's like, yeah. I'm like, so Buster told me he was going to Philippe's for Valentine's Day. Sally told me her new man was taking her to Philippe's. Or for it, my friend Rashida go, they together? I say, I don't think so. They would have told me that. So I go, but here's where it gets weird. And I don't, let me be 100% right now. I don't know if I was in delusion or I was, like, I don't know if I wasn't catching on or I just assumed that because we were so close, if they were to date, they would tell me something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I was just living in delusion or I really just wasn't catching on. Because the red flags were there. And again, these are two people that tell me everything. But Sally's not really telling me nothing about her new man. I'm just seeing the stuff that everybody else is seeing. And then Buster is telling me he's back with Raven. So it's like, it's not making sense, but I'm just not thinking too much into it. So I don't know if it was just like I wasn't catching on or I just was living in delusion of these are my friends. They would talk to me. You get me what I'm saying? So I'm like, here's where things get weird. I'm like, Buster said that he was gonna get his girl, Raven, a decorated hotel room. And Sally's in a decorated hotel room. So my friend Rashida's like, they're together. I'm like, no. But here's where it gets even weirder. I seen Buster at his job this morning. He gave me a little teddy bear. He had on his white babe shirt. Sally man got on the same white babe shirt. She like, girl, they're together. Like, you don't need no more 2 + 2 to get 4. It's right there. And I'm still like, no. You think so? She like, yeah. I'm like, but why you think so? She like, why don't you think so? And I'm like, because they would tell me. Like, they would tell me. She like, would they? I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't they? Because I don't want Buster. She's like, but it seemed like they're together and they didn't tell you. So would they? And I'm like, I think so. She like, I don't think so. I'm like, you don't think so? She like, I don't. I'm like, I do. She's like, girl. So I'm like, I'm gonna call you back. I'm about to hit a Buster. It's about to get messy. So I'm like, I'm gonna hit a Buster. So I call Buster. Of course he doesn't answer. I'm like, all right, he's out with Raven. I'm still living in delusion. I'm like, he's out with Raven. No biggie. Yes, biggie. So now I go look at Raven's page. Raven is at Mr. Chow's. I say, so maybe I'm bugging. Maybe, just maybe, Buster told me he was going to Mr. Chow. Because again, at this point, Buster has not posted anything. Only Raven posted something and Sally, my cousin. Buster still has not posted anything. I don't know where Buster is. Now, I know he said Philippe's, but I'm thinking maybe I heard wrong. Possibly. it could happen. So I'm like, okay, maybe Buster's at Mr. Child's. Maybe. Right? He has to be there because that's where Raven is. So I'm watching her story. I'm seeing girlies. I'm seeing girlies. I'm seeing girlies. Where's Buster? Why are you with the girls? Where's the boy? This is getting weird. So now I text Buster. I say, Buster, where you at? He writes back like 10 minutes later. He's like, I told you I was going to Mr. Child's. I told you I was going to Philippe's. I say, that's weird. Because Raven is at Mr. Child's. He says she posted that because she don't want nobody in our business. I say, that's weird. Because she's with a bunch of girls. At this point, I still have not said anything about Sally. But I'm like, that's weird because she with a bunch of girls. But I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, enjoy your night. Have fun. I'm like, make sure you do it big. And I'm like, did you get her Chanel? He like, LOL, nah. I'm like, what about the Birkin? He like, LOL, nah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, next Valentine's Day, we got to get her Chanel and a Birkin. Boom, end the conversation. So I text my best friend, I say, Buster just told me he was with Raven at Philippe's. She like, but Raven is at Miss, because you know, as friends, once your friend comes to you with something, now you're invested, you're looking. So she like, I'm looking at Raven's store, she had Mr. Childs. I'm like, oh no, she trying to throw people off their trail. They don't want nobody to know they act together yet. She like, Stephanie, girl, girl, is you cool? You for real? I'm like, no, that's what Buster told me. She like, but Buster's a liar. That's why y'all didn't work out. I'm like, yeah, but we're not a couple anymore. We're friends. So he wouldn't lie to me because he's my homie. Boy, was I wrong. So now Sally throw up another picture. You can see, because Buster has like a hand tattoo. You can see the hand tattoo now. Now I'm like, that's Buster. This is when it hit me. I'm like, no. Because there's no way that her new van has the same hand tattoo as Buster. But I'm like, but they would tell me. So at this point, I'm cold on. Because now I hit up my best friend, Rashida. I'm like, bro, they together. But I'm like, but they would tell me. She was like, clearly not. I'm like, but they would. She's like, no. I'm like, we talk about everything. She's like, I don't know then. I'm like, we talk about everything down to like sexual stuff. Like, we talked about everything. All of us have all been together just chatting. Like, literal friends. So I'm like, they would tell me. She's like, I don't know. So I'm like, okay. I just got to wait it out because I don't want to blow it up yet. So now, when Sally is posting her pictures, it's clear as day you can see they're in a booth, whoever she's with. Whoever she's with, they're in a booth. Buster throws his pictures up now. Buster's in a booth. He has on the same babe shirt. He posting with his watch. You can see the hand tattoo. But he's not posting no girls. And his location says Philippe's. But it looks like the same section. So now I screenshot. Matter of fact, it didn't even get to the screenshotting part yet. So now I write in the group chat that the three of us have together. So I write in that group chat, I say, y'all together? My stomach is growling. Anyway, I say, y'all together? Now, Sally writes back first. She says, Why would we be together? I'm like, it looked like y'all together because y'all both at Philippe's. Y'all, that's what I say. I say y'all both at Philippe's. She says, it's Valentine's Day. Everybody's at Philippe's. Maybe, but no. 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 Fooled me once. You won't fool me again. So I'm like, nah. I'm not buying that. So I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, I seen Buster this morning and he had on that same vape shirt as your man. She's like, so Buster's the only one allowed to wear vape? Mind you, I'm real chill. Still, she's giving real, like, it's coming across real, it's like he the only one allowed to wear vape, dot. I'm like, so I write back, I said, girl, you got an attitude? I'm just asking a question. She's like, you write me some bull. Why would I be with him? It's Valentine's Day and you're being weird. I'm being weird? I'm just asking a question. At this point, Buster still hasn't wrote nothing back. So I'm like, let me write Buster on the side. So I write Buster, I'm like, is you with Sally? Because she getting real sassy for no reason. He like, nah, I'm not with her. So now, this is when the screenshots come in. I start screenshotting. I screenshot the picture with the hotel room. Because in his dump, the last picture was the decorated hotel room. And it was the same looking room. So I screenshot both of those. I screenshot the Mr. Chow sign. I mean, the Philippe sign for both of them. I screenshot his shirt, her date shirt. I screenshot the picture with the watch where you see the hand tattoo. And I screenshot the picture of his hand on the table where you see that same hand tattoo. Now I send it in our side quest, in our group chat. I say, these pictures look real similar. They look real similar, if you will. For y'all not to be together, it's giving y'all are together. Both of them like, so now both of them, nobody is silent for like 10 minutes. First of all, it's silent for like 10 minutes. And I'm on the phone. At this point, I'm on the phone with my best friend, Rashida. I'm like, bro, they taking mad long to write back. So I said, maybe I should write something else. So I go, hey, y'all, if y'all are together, I'm not mad about it. It's no static behind that because I don't want Buster. I just thought y'all would tell me if that was something I was going to do. But I do get why y'all would initially lie because maybe I thought I was going to react weird. But just to clear the air, if y'all are together, I'm happy. That's it. That's all. So I'm like, it's no beef because at this point I'm so far gone from that relationship. Like, he could date my mama and I wouldn't care. That's how far gone I was from that relationship. Like, we were genuinely friends. So I had to make it clear, it's no static behind that one. I'm thinking we're all friends. We all texting in this group chat daily and nobody thought to tell me nothing. Weird. So finally, Buster writes back and goes, you thinking too much. We not together. I say, Sally, so your man has the same hand tattoo as Buster and the same watch? She's like, I guess so. Now y'all are playing. And this is where my frustration came in. Now, I know for other people would have been like over it and felt a way because why are you dating my cousin? Out of all the women in the world, you went for my cousin. But again, I was so far gone from this relationship. I promise y'all, I did not care. I did not care. My frustration came in when I figured it out. I put that 2 and 2 together and came up with 4. And I know I was right. And y'all are still lying and playing in my face. That's where it got weird. And another part of my frustration was we all talk on a daily. And nobody had the common courtesy to say nothing to me. And when I say we was writing any and everything in that chat, like, I would be like, oh, you know, my ex hit me up. He trying to come over, this. And they would be like, he would be like, oh, me and Raven just messed around yesterday, this, that, and the third. Like, I mean, yeah, me and Raven would just messed around this. And she's seeing all of this because I'm guessing he was lying and it was really her. But she's seeing all of this and nobody's saying nothing to me. Nobody. I'm like, what? That's where my frustration came into play. So now so y'all think I'm dumb. And I say, I'm not mad, but y'all are making me mad now because now I feel like y'all playing in my face. I'm like, so if y'all are together, yeah, I'm happy for y'all. Like, a heads up would have been nice, but I do get the initial lying because you don't know how I'm going to react. But now I'm telling you how I'm reacting. I don't care. And y'all are still lying. So that's where it gets a little weird. A little weird. So they still lying. Still lying. So now I'm like, all right, let me do my detective work. So now I'll go back to Sally page. I realized December, like something, she went on a date around Christmas time. It was like a steakhouse. That same day, he was on a date at a steakhouse. I see January, she went on a date to like a seafood spot. January, he went on a date to like a seafood spot. I see February, she went on a date to like another Chinese spot. February, he went on a date to another Chinese spot. And it's always the same spots. So now I send that in the group chat. I say, okay, the jig is up. Y'all are caught. I'm not mad, but are y'all dating each other? They still denying. Deny. That is the route they went. So I'm like, you know what? Y'all got it. I say y'all both weird. I say congrats to y'all. I'm happy you moved on. But I'm going to fall back from this friendship for a little while because the lying is weird. Nobody writes back. It's now like 2 in the morning. Y'all supposed to be getting down and dirty. It's Valentine's Day. Y'all in a decorated hotel room. I get a long message from Sally. Oh, we were never close. The only reason I talk to you is because we were family. I don't owe you no loyalty. We're like, I mean, Sally is going in. You're not who you think you are. Buster was never really your friend. He was just trying to mess with you again. And once he realized he couldn't, then he chose up. And I'm like, where's all this coming from? Where's all this coming from? I mean, Sally is going ham. She's going ham. She's going in. I'm like, yo, you been had a little hidden animosity towards me. So I'm just reading the message. I'm like, to now, I write back. I say, Sally, what's really the problem? It's never a chose up when it came to me, babe. I have a job. You don't. I have my own crib. You don't. I have my own everything going on. You don't. So what are we talking about chose up? I'm cute. You're not. My wigs are plucked. Yours are not. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Jim chose up. He left you and got with a girl with a Lexus, and that got him traveling all around the world. Buster chose down. What are we talking about? So now I go in on her. I'm like, you're a bum. The only reason I was cool with you was because we were cousins. And I grew a liking towards you. Other than that, like, if you were not my cousin, the way you move, the things you do, I would have never been your friend. I was your friend because you're my cousin. You are not my cup of tea. So now I'm just like, okay, because now I'm a little taken aback, because I'm like, damn, we were supposed to be cool, but clearly we really wasn't. And again, was I just her friend because we were family? Yes. But like, a lot of the things she did in a friend I wouldn't accept, but because she was family and we were tight, I accepted it. And that's where I was wrong, because you don't have to be friends with your family. But I don't have like a tight bond with a lot of my cousins, a lot of my family. So it was nice to have that one cousin where I'm like this with, if that makes sense. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know me and homegirl, we ain't nothing. You're no longer family. So I hit up Buster. I sent him the screenshot. I say, Sally's weird. I thought we was cool. He like, oh, that's between y'all. I don't gotta explain nothing to you though. He start going in. But it's the same kind of going in that Sally was doing. So honestly, till this day, I don't know if it was him or Sally that was writing me. But both them bitches weird. So I say, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all are perfect for each other. I cursed them both clean out. I mean, I cursed like my mama cursed. I cursed so good that when I used to read the messages back, I was like, wow, girl. I didn't know you got down like that. Wow. I mean, I was bringing them curses from the pits and spewing them. So I start telling, I'm calling them everything but a child of God. Y'all both is bums. Y'all both still live with your parents. Y'all both got kids and live with your parents. We only hung out in my house because I had my own crib. Because y'all is grown-ass people that can't have company. So, long story short, I ended up cursing them clean out. Blocking both of them. Are they still together? I honestly don't know, because I don't keep up with them. They could be still together, but it's like, moral of the story, it was never no static behind them being together. And as weird as that may sound to some, and most people will probably be like, girl, that's your ex-boyfriend who was your best friend dating your cousin. It was like, is it weird that we both slept with this man? Yes. But again, I was so disconnected from that relationship that it didn't bother me. Like, I genuinely did not care. It was the lying to me when I talk to both of you on a daily basis. Let's keep in mind, Sally was running a nail shop out of her mom's crib. I hit her up because my oldest, she's now my oldest, I didn't have other kids at the time, she wanted her nails done. So I'm like, I want to get like a cute little mommy daughter set. I was coming and spending at your house. You were going to let me, knowing that you dealing with my ex. And y'all never said nothing to me. Mind you, Raven, like I said, she was a very much it girl. She had her, like, she has an actual nail shop. She was running a skincare business, a nail shop. Raven was really, Raven would have been the chose up. That was one situation where I could be like, because granted, I do well for myself. I was working, all of that. I was working as a receptionist at the time. Great job. Missed that job bad. Great pay. But in that situation, and that's not to downplay me, but in that situation, I felt like with Raven, he could have been like, oh, I chose up, because she owned businesses. She wasn't working for nobody, and she was already a registered nurse. So if he would have been like, I chose up, I might have shut up. I might have, hey, but you can't do that with me with Sally. I know Sally. Especially when you got rumors going around in your hood for sleeping with the crackheads and popping it for this, that, and whoever. You can't ever have you chose up with that one. I promise you. I ain't got them rumors. You do. But yeah, that was the story time of when I found out my ex, who happened to be my best friend at the time, because that is not nothing to me at this point, was dating my cousin, who basically was my best friend at the time too. That's how you know. Watch you bring around your partners, your exes, your man, all of that, because people are snakes. They are snakes. Everybody's looking for the next person to hop on, whether you did it first or not. But yeah, until next time, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll definitely come back with some more story times, some more makeup videos. Let me know what y'all want to see from me, because baby, I'm trying to take this channel to the next level. I want to elevate and like go far, because your girl is trying to get out the hood. I'm trying to make my mama proud. I didn't get to do it when my grandma was here, but I need to make my mama proud. I need to get my kids to that next level. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. I'm at 83 subs already. My little views is going up. I mean, I haven't surpassed 100 views, but we're getting somewhere. So for me, I'm happy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and stick around. If you want to see more story times, I can definitely do more of those, more makeup videos. Whatever you want to see, let me know. I'll definitely do some more vlogs. And yeah, until next time, later, friends.